Little late night breaking news edition of Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Mike MacDonald has found his guy. Ryan Grubb will be the next offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks. That news breaking within just a matter of moments from ESPN's Adam Schefter. Grubb was the leading candidate for this job from the moment that Mike MacDonald became the Seahawks head coach. His name had surfaced first by Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk. He had interviewed within the last couple of days. We know about how familiar he is with Seattle as he was Washington's offensive coordinator for their run to the national title game. Ends up following Kalen DeBoer to Alabama to be the OC. And just within the last couple of days, we had heard from Ryan Grubb say that he is the offensive coordinator for the Alabama Crimson Tide, and was kind of putting those rumors to bed. But if you recall on this very program yesterday, yours truly, what did I tell you? If you listen to this show, you know this very well. I told you yesterday, it is not over until it's over, until the fat lady sings. And things worked out in the 11th hour. What do you know? Tonight, about an hour ago, Mike MacDonald was seen with who else but Ryan Grubb, John Schneider, at Dino's Pub in Renton. So, this is not a sponsor read by any means, but you can thank Dino's Pub for getting the job done for the Seahawks closing in and getting their guy, Ryan Grubb, to be their OC. Thank you, Dino's. What's your one-word reaction to this news? My one word is Dino. Thank you, Dino, for getting this done, for the Seahawks getting the OC they wanted from the very jump. I like it. Give me your one-word reaction. Let us know what you think. Folks, this is why you subscribe to Seahawks Today. I kid you not, just getting ready to enjoy my night at home, watch a little Friday Night Lights, see what Coach Eric Taylor and the boys were doing. I'm in season 4 right now. And then this news broke. I said, we can stop whatever we're doing. Got to get this video out to the folks and tell them that we got breaking news that the Seahawks found their offensive coordinator. This is why you subscribe. We don't rest. We don't sleep. We're built different around here on Seahawks Today. We cover this team like no one else does. Breaking news doesn't matter. A Friday night, we'll drop whatever we're doing to bring you a video here on the channel. We've been covering this coaching search from the beginning, the staff and everything that you needed to know. And we're going to keep on going till this staff is completely filled. We're going to talk about the trades, free agency, the draft, all that and more. You ain't alive, you ain't subscribed. Subscribe now to Seahawks Today for free. If anything, subscribe as a thank you for us bringing you content even on a Friday night when we're enjoying the evening to ourselves here. Subscribe now. Certainly appreciate it. Trying to get to 50,000 subs before the Super Bowl. We're getting close. We need your help to get there. Subscribe now for free. So Ryan Grubb, let's go over his background. Short stint with the Alabama Crimson Tide, just a matter of weeks. I don't even know if he sold his house in Seattle just yet, but it was short-lived that he was following Kalen DeBoer there after Ryan Grubb was a candidate for the Washington head coaching job, replacing Kalen DeBoer. Didn't get the job. They hired Jed Fish, follows DeBoer to Alabama, and at the end of the day, the Seahawks offensive coordinator job is a much better job than the Alabama offensive coordinator job. Because what's going on in Alabama is the post-Nick Saban era, okay? You are left behind trying to replace the greatest coach in college football. That's the task ahead for Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb. And they lost a lot of players to the transfer portal and all of that, right? So not only do you have to be the guy that replaces the legend, but then you have to do so starting from scratch. Alabama is a mess right now. Ryan Grubb comes to Seattle. You already have an established quarterback in Geno Smith. Still have to figure out what you want to do long term, but you'll get to that. You got a plethora of weapons, from DK to Tyler to JSN to Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet. You got some tools you can work with on this offense. And there's no reason why this group can't be dynamic. And the air raid scheme. I know some of you are going to sit here and say, the air raid scheme. They're going to pass the ball 40, 45 times a game, never run the football. That's just simply not true. The air raid scheme has evolved over time, folks. This is not what Texas Tech was running in 2008. Okay? Things have changed. The air raid scheme, it's not up-tempo all the time. It can be, but you still have to play complementary football when the air raid's at its best. And that's what Ryan Grubb did at Washington. And you have to run the football. Dillon Johnson rushed for over 1,000 yards this year. He was one of the best running backs in college football. So as he takes this scheme and brings it to the NFL, I feel pretty confident that this is going to work out, that this is going to be successful for Ryan Grubb. You go over the resume. This past year, the Washington Huskies, 14-1. They were fantastic in 2023. Michael Penix Jr. was really good. That's another possibility, too. Maybe you draft Michael Penix now, since he's already played in this system, Seattle guy and everything, played for Washington. That could be a possibility now. But very good year for what Ryan Grubb and that offense did with the Huskies, winning the Pac-12, winning the Sugar Bowl, getting the national championship. Incredible season for Washington here. They were 11th in the country in points per game this season, 36 points per game in a loaded Pac-12 conference this year. RIP to the Pac-12, but this was the greatest year that we've seen from the Pac-12 in a very long time. Competition was stiff. They faced some tough defenses. Still averaged 36 a game. It's pretty nice, okay? Penix was a Heisman finalist. Penix looked really good. And think about this with the Penix factor. Besides what we saw from Rome, Odunze, and Dillon Johnson, and all those studs, right? Think about the Michael Penix equation here. Here's a guy, Michael Penix, that's had 2 torn ACLs. That's, as a college quarterback, really older than dirt, okay? And what did he do with Michael Penix? He was incredible this year. Michael Penix was awesome. And the way that he led this offense, how they could be just picking apart defenses and spread it all around the yard. Even though Michael Penix isn't as mobile as he was pre-ACL when he was at Indiana, he was still extremely effective and could make every throw. And Ryan Grubb put him in situations to succeed. And as we translate to now this Seahawks team and how this Seahawks offense works, what I would expect from Ryan Grubb is that what he is going to do is he is going to put guys like Geno Smith or whoever is under center for this Seahawks team in those positions to succeed. Play to their strengths. That's what they did at Washington. They played to the strengths of the personnel they had. That's what I expect from Ryan Grubb to do, of Geno Smith finding his spots. We know Geno's great in the deep passing game. Airing out the air attack that way, trying to find those holes there, establishing the run. I would expect the Seahawks are going to be a run-first football team. With Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, there's no reason why you should not be. And then you got to work on the offensive line, specifically the interior of the offensive line. One thing I want to see, too, this has been a primary complaint of yours truly from Shane Waldron and Pete Carroll and for a long time, that the next era of Seahawks football, I want to see the tight end position become relevant again. Okay? I mean, you go down the list, the Greg Olsons of the world, the Jimmy Grahams, and now most recently the Noah Fants, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some others. You had all these capable tight ends, and they were just not being used. They weren't even being played to their potential. It just made absolutely no sense, none whatsoever, right? But I want to see from Ryan Grubb in the Seahawks offense, whether it's Noah Fant or Will Dissly or Colby Parkinson or some other tight ends they bring. Use the tight end effectively, please. Who's playing in the Super Bowl this weekend, folks? Chiefs and Niners. Who are the best 2 tight ends in the league? George Kittle and Travis Kelce. Any coincidence that they're in the Super Bowl? Oh, yeah. And then the teams that were in the conference championship, what did they have? Mark Andrews for the Ravens, Sam Laporta for the Lions. I'm noticing a trend here. If you want to be competitive in the National Football League, you need elite tight end play. The tight end has to play a pivotal role in the offense. Seahawks need that. I want to see that from Ryan Grubb in this next scheme. Great to hire. What do you think? I love it. I like it. We heard Mike MacDonald say he's not concerned that Ryan Grubb doesn't have NFL experience. It's football. And think about this. One more point, and then we'll sign off here in just a second. You look at where football goes, where things evolve. It starts at the high school level, then at college, then the pro level. Pros always last to adapt. Ryan Grubb is going to bring his style, and everyone else is going to catch up to him. Not him catching up to the NFL. That's very important. Great to hire for me. I give it an A. Let me know, A, B, C, D, or F, what you think of this move to hire Ryan Grubb. Let us know in the comment section. We'll have more on everything with your Seattle Seahawks here in the coming days. Subscribe now for free. I got Mock Draft 1.0 out tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. Keep us locked in. Subscribe now for free, and we'll see you next time right here on Seahawks Today.